Thomas, just what are some things maybe you learned that in your first year here as a coach that maybe you thought would be one way, or just how would you evaluate your first year here?
Yeah, well, I think one of the biggest surprises was how great our kids are as people. I think coming down here, so many people told me so many negative things about the players in Miami, whether from a recruiting standpoint, the guys we have on the roster, and there's just been very few issues. I mean, from day one, those guys almost bought into exactly what we asked them to do, and they're hungry and they want to win. And obviously, we didn't. Never can say you have the season exactly as you wanted to have it, but I think it's a learning experience for us. And I think you learn more in the bad moments than you do from the good stuff. Even the 4-0 run to begin with, I think we grew more as a team doing the 4 losses, and I think it's great momentum for the future, and I'm excited about it.
Has it been tougher or easier than you would have thought to establish kind of the way that you guys do things here?
Easier, a lot easier. I thought we'd have to come in and put the hammer down and yell and kick half the team off, because just, like I said, the perception of what people say about Miami or Miami kids, and even some adults who, when I was leaving, Georgia, coming down here, tried to scare me out of it and scare my wife and kids out of it. And I'm like, there are bad things about every place you can kind of go to, and you'll find some negativity if you want to find that place. But it's been phenomenal to be around our guys, and they're not perfect. But those guys are very coachable, and like I said, they're hungry and they want to be great.
Sounds like something that you want to kind of get out there and
be
at the forefront of changing.
No question. I mean, I get tired of hearing people just spread lies and say negative stuff, and you have no proof behind it. You can talk about some things that happened a lot of years ago, but let's talk about currently, like what's going on. Like, talk about the guys we have right now, and I think from a media standpoint and entertainment, most people kind of spend more time on negativity, and that's just, people love to talk about bad stuff, but I think a lot of positive things about our program, and excited about the direction we're going.
Is there part of that bad boy image that kind of works, for you guys? I mean, people think some of that stuff's cool, obviously. We're not talking about every bad thing as being a bad thing. People kind of like that a little bit.
Yeah, I think it depends on what you define as bad boy image. I think when people talk about, our team playing, having thugs and criminals, I think that's idiotic. Because I think people can say that, but again, you have no proof behind that. It sounds good, and I think it's easy to put it on Miami. But I think when you have the mindset to go out and be a bad boy on the field, playing within the rules and hitting people in the mouth is what Miami's going to be about.
When you talk about positivity, is there a story or something in your mind that sticks out to you about your guys, a positive story that really resonates with you?
I think just we have plenty of stories about guys going in the community and sharing some of their experiences with the youth, and not about football, but about life. I think when we came in day one, and I tell my guys all the time that football is what I do. This is my profession, but I care more about what happens with them outside of football than I ever will. Whether they score touchdowns or catch passes or make tackles, to me it's about what happens to you 30 years down the road, the type of person you become.
Thomas, what has Mark Walton meant to this program and to this team this year also?
I think Mark's been a lot. Obviously, having a chance to be voted team MVP, overall MVP, was a huge accomplishment for him, and I think it was kind of surprising to him that he was actually voted that. And I think he still has a lot of room to grow as a player and can become better, can become more of a vocal leader. I think he's a quiet guy at times, and is more of a lead by example guy, and just from a life standpoint, he's a guy that I spend a lot of time with individually, talking about things outside of football, because there's not much motivation that has to be had when it comes to him on the football field. But again, I want him to be great as a person first, and not that he isn't, but I want him to continue to grow in those areas as well as on the football field.
The other one is
he had his own situation. When you guys first got here, he had his own situation. Did he kind of come to you guys? Did you guys have that trust, in April when he was going through all that? And
I think it was still growing, because I just got here, and I think like a lot of guys, it's hard for people to open up and trust people. And I didn't expect from day one to guys open up and just say, hey, I trust you fully with whatever I want to share with you. But I think as time has passed, we've grown. I think when you show people you care about them versus telling them, they kind of tend to open up and loosen up with you.
I was asking about Trayon Gray, but go ahead. I know Chris.
I was going to ask you just when you look at some of the runs that he's had, which one sticks out in your mind? Was there one that he was still obviously very fond of the Florida State one that didn't count?
Yeah, I was going to say that was a pretty nice run. The pit run was really nice at the end of the game to kind of seal it. There were a couple runs against FAU. The one at the end of the game, he ended up kind of bouncing backside and scoring a touchdown. But I think it's great to see him come out every single week and have the mindset of never being satisfied, and also a great testament to our offense as a whole that he's a really good running back. But there's great old linemen blocking for him, and tight ends and receivers who are committed to seeing everybody be great, seeing this offense be great.